Alrighty guys, what is going up? Welcome back to the Best Investing Money Management channel on YouTube. In today's video, we are going to be talking about GameStop, AMC, and a couple other meme and Reddit stocks. Should you buy them? Should you sell them? What's kind of going on with them? So I hope you guys enjoy it. If you guys get anything in value out of this video, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and if you have any questions, concerns, make sure you guys ask them down in the comments. So for those of you that don't know really what's kind of going on with GameStop and AMC, well, if we actually go ahead and we look at the chart prior to the past year, AMC and GameStop were pretty much just getting sold off, right? The companies weren't doing much. If anything, they were losing money. GameStop was closing stores. AMC, very similar, closing theaters. So this caused a whole bunch of massive hedge funds to short this stock. Now, shorting is pretty much just when you bet against a stock in a company. So you hope for the stock value to go down. And pretty much what a whole bunch of people did on Reddit is they kind of pooled together and they said, hey, if we buy this stock, we can cause what you call a short squeeze. So a short squeeze is pretty much when you have a whole bunch of shorts on a stock and you cause it to go up, the stock price to go up just a little bit, and those hedge funds have to cover their shares, so they actually have to sell their position. But since it's a short, it's different than a traditional buy. I know it sounds very confusing, but it causes the stock to go up, and that's kind of what we saw. We saw this massive move from GameStop where the stock went from $15 all the way up to almost over $500, sold off, almost did it again, and then ever since kind of has been selling off. Anytime a stock goes up this much this quick, it's not going to continue. I don't care what anybody says, it's not going to continue, right? This was probably just a massive move, maybe once in a year, maybe once in a decade opportunity, but nevertheless, it happened. And a lot of people made a lot of money off this, and there was a lot of people that lost a lot of money off this because of FOMO. There was so much emotion in the market, and people did not want to miss out on an opportunity, so they kept buying, and they kept losing money because it kept selling off. Now, a very similar thing happened with AMC. You can see this stock went from about $2 to $20, which is a crazy move in general, but looking at the chart, you can see it consolidated, popped up all the way up to $73, sold off, popped up again to $54, and has been selling off ever since. Now, me personally, I think, okay, fantastic short-term opportunity, but this is not a long-term play, right? I think we all understand that, when a stock goes up this much this quick, it's not going to continue. Very similar to GameStop. None of the fundamentals of the stock make sense. So what that means is, this stock popped up for pretty much no apparent reason. It's not like they had a crazy earnings or they made a ton of money. It was just pure off emotion. And I definitely think short-term, fantastic. Long-term, as a long-term investor like myself, I don't see an opportunity here. But one thing that is a little eye-catching is this, right? We'll pull up this article here on Bazinga. So pretty much what's kind of going on is GameStop and AMC is reportedly pursuing a partnership with NFT tokens, so also known as non-fungible tokens. So pretty much what this is pretty much like digital art. NFTs are like digital art, very, very similar to like the crypto, blockchain, all that stuff. From what I understand, that's more appealing than everything that we've seen over the past year. Now, the reason why I think that is because AMC also came out and said, hey, we would be interested in if people actually purchased their tickets for the movies, and we would give you an NFT, which for AMC, that cost is very, very low. And for the customer, that's fantastic because you're getting an NFT, you're getting that non-fungible token, which you could sell, you can have digital art, fantastic. AMC is on the right path, right? Trying to change it up, change everything up. GameStop, on the other hand, yes, they are getting into that, they're getting into that sector. They're making a marketplace where people can buy and sell, those NFTs. But I definitely think there's getting a lot of competition in that sector. And with competition, it's very hard to survive, right? Right now, the main NFT buying and selling platform is called OpenSea. And I definitely think it's very easy to use. It's like the Robin Hood of the NFT buying and selling. So a lot of competition, but definitely carries a lot of potential. So looking at these charts here, you can see AMC, if we break it down, right, we have major resistance up here. Okay, right at $45. We can all see that. Just has a hard time breaking above it. Support, on the other hand, is very hard to judge. The reason why is because we have this. Right now, we just have this massive amount of sell-off in this stock. So I definitely think we will need a turnaround for me even to be interested in this. This is just a sinking ship right now. Little support down here at $14, as you can see. But in general, guys, I think the average investor should not get into this. This is going to be something that's a higher risk investment. Yes, this thing could pop back up to $30 or $40, but in the meantime, it could sink back down to, $4, $5, $6, $7 before we see that move. Way too high of a risk for the average guy. Looking at GME or GameStop, this one here, very similar. The company before these moves were actually closing thousands of stores across the United States. They actually did a couple of good things when these stocks went up. What they did is they actually sold some shares, used it to dilute some debt, to restructure the board, get a new CEO that is more e-commerce focused, which I think they should have been doing for a long time. But hey, it's better late than never. But looking at the chart, you can see $200 for sure is going to be a very hard resistance for this stock, as you can see. Support, on the other hand, is very difficult because we have that short-term downward trend. And I think we all can agree that it's a lot easier to make money when we have the trend in your favor. So, looking at one that we all invest in, look at this, right? The trend is going up. Even though we have some consolidation, you have a better opportunity to make money when the trend is in your favor. And given that, looking at GME, okay, right? Lot of consolidation, short-term trend, which I don't like. And if we actually go to, like a yearly chart or something like that, you'll see this a little clearer here. So you can see before these huge moves, this stock was actually selling off. As you can see, it was all the way up at 36 and ended up going all the way to as low as about $1 per share. Very similar thing with AMC. Before these moves, the company in general was losing money. If we actually go ahead and draw it out, massive downward trend, stock popped up. Okay, so you have to understand this stuff before you invest. You want to check the fundamentals. For me, AMC and GameStop are not opportunities for the average guy. It's going to take a lot of time before we see a turnaround in these companies. And I know a lot of people hate it, but hey, you have to understand that, before you invest. And I think that a lot of people just see people making money online and they think it's easy. But at the end of the day, these are very, very high risk investments that I do not recommend. I would rather see you guys invest in like the S&P 500, the Dow Jones, the NASDAQ, Apple, Amazon, Home Depot, blue chip stocks than invest in these type of companies. So hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, hit that like button, subscribe. If you have any questions, concerns, ask them down in the comments. And we'll see you later. Take care.